I told you my hypothesis when when they had the raid on Trump's place in Mar-a-Lago was that they're trying to bait MAGA or Trump supporters into basically abandoning the hope of any political solution to stuff, and so misbehaving essentially. That would then give them the cause they needed to do whatever they wanted, and it just this was what it feels like. It's basically saying if you, the message I got from it, of course, I don't vote, so this doesn't affect me. But I mean, if you vote and you deny the election results, then you are a public enemy, which basically means to me, if let's assume that the MAGA people feel like the election was rigged, I think have confidence then that it would probably be the case again, and that if they complain about it, they're the enemy.
Yes. And that speech, in my mind, and it's setting everything about it, was all about intimidation, kind of telling people the way it's going to be. And so my guess is that people that are anti-Biden are going to kind of go into hiding at this point. This is really serious, really serious. I hope it was just a psychotic break on the part of Biden and his handlers, but I don't think so. This was planned out.
Well, and he's been working his way up to it. A couple days before, he referred to from the right after the January 6th, when he came out that same day and called it an insurrection. I was like, that's it. That choice of words is escalates. It's trying to define your political opponents as domestic terrorists. So like that was intentional. That lays the groundwork for where we are today, I think. And earlier this week, he was referring to MAGA as pseudo-fascist, I think was the word he used.
Yes, I would not doubt at this point that there is going to be a Reichstag fire. I mean,
false flag, right?
Yeah, these things actually happen where when the timing is right, something happens and you blame it on, the people you designate as the bad guys.
Actually, I was watching it live on a stream on YouTube, and about halfway through the speech, the feed died. And I thought, oh God, someone actually, they're faking an assassination attempt. And then I flipped over to it and it was working. It was still working. It was just that one that went down. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But I mean, that kind of thing you could anticipate will happen. I mean, false flag type stuff. It does seem that way. And if nothing else, they're preparing the groundwork for non-personing, half the country. I mean, that's clearly there.
Yeah, the late 60s and the early 70s were very turbulent. But we're looking at much, much more turbulent times combined with a much, much weaker economy, and the financial system is on the ragged edge in addition. Anyway, I guess to be continued. All we can watch at this point.
That's yes. And I tell you, I felt very good about the fact that I'm already back in Uruguay, because watching it there online from so far away, made me feel a lot better about the whole thing. Honestly, I think distance between people, and of course, I'm not a MAGA. I'm not part of that, but it doesn't even matter. Like if you disagree, then you are seemingly a political enemy of some kind.
Yeah. It just shows that we're just part of history, and this stuff has gone on many, many hundreds of times throughout history, and it's happening again. When it happens, it's inconvenient and unpleasant, but there's nothing you can do about it. And like I've said before, hey, it'll be pretty bad, but unlikely to be as bad as Berlin in 1945. So look at the bright side, as I always do.
You always are so good at it. But I have to say, it does feel like, if anything, with all of the, our Doomcast here we've been doing for, I don't know, is it going on 2 years now? It's getting close to that, I think. We might have underestimated the problems that are coming.
That's right. Because, years ago, when people asked me, well, how bad is this Greater Depression going to be? And I always answered, I thought it was a funny quip. It's going to be worse than even I think it's going to be. And by God,
you're right.
I've been right.
Well, at least one of your predictions for sure is coming true.
Yeah, that's right. It's so gratifying when your predictions come true.
There's some victory in that, I guess. So
yeah, there is. I mean, one of the most important things for everybody. Everybody likes to be right, or at least believe that they were right. I mean, sure,
it's important.
It is. It's all just dust in the wind, but still, we like to pretend it's important.
Exactly. Yeah, we do.